here on my channel, we're going to be creating this fun little You Are Sublime card. We're going to just stamp right onto the balmy blue cardstock, and the fun paper we're going to be using is Flowering Zinnias Designer Series paper. Yes, you heard me right, it's flowering, but we're going to be using the other side of it because I thought it'd be great for this tutorial. So here's what I want to show you first, and I'll introduce myself as I do that. This package is already open. See how pretty this paper is? All right, so the paper looks like this. It's one of those papers that you can get right now at my online store. Okay, my name's Kimberly Smith. I'm the paper chef. We'll move that. Oops, I almost lost my whole bin of stuff. It almost fell over the table. All right, so we are on this channel doing lots of fun things. Like if you're new here, this is a card club I do every month. There's 4 cards that I make each month. I'll show you 2 of the other cards so we've already made. This is the 3rd of the 4 tutorials, and the last tutorial will be next week because one card got wet. So anyway, every time you get a card club from me, my card club is called Card on Blue because we do something blue each month. But every time you get a card club from me, you get at least 2 kinds of Designer Series paper. But this month you also received some specialty paper called By the Bay, and I just included that as an extra bonus in your kit, along with the sponge dauber. You always get a couple little bonuses, because I thought that paper was great for this cute little Submarine Life stamp set. So this is what the paper looks like. And we're going to be using this piece here. I'm going to put this one back in because it can continue, or I want to make sure I have this whole pouch, or this whole amount of paper in there. And we're going to take out some balmy blue, let's see, cardstock. I guess I could just stamp 2 of them at once. That'll be fun. All right, we're going to take out, what else do we? Okay, you always get enough card materials to make 8 cards. So this time we're going to be using the Blackberry Bliss card. Just going to see if there's any already in here. Okay, what I want to show you is these flowers. They're super easy to cut out with the Scan and Cut. And I've used them to create loads and loads of embellishments. So you can also use them on this project, of course. It's funny, you saw how many extras I made of the Lemon Lime Twist because I really like that color. And then for the Blackberry Bliss, I only made, I think, like 2 extras. It's not my favorite color, but it goes great with this. I always make sure that I coordinate things with the paper that we're using. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is take, and I'm just going to use the pouch that's already open. Take this paper. I'm hoping there's still another piece of it. Here it is, like this, and we're going to make our card background. So let's just go ahead and do that first. And I always mention other things going on my channel. This one doesn't matter which way we cut it. It's going to be 4 by 5 1/4. And other things that are going on. I'm a U.S. Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, so I always like to tell you about the specials. Right now, during the month of July, you don't really need 2 blades to cut. I just happen to have 2 blades on there. July 2024, you can earn $5 coupons for each $50 you spend. So I might mention it again at the end, but if I forget, this is the card club we're featuring this month on my channel, 4 card designs. This is the one my Card on Blue Card Club members voted on for next month, Trucking Along. This one happens to have a punch that coordinates with it, but we're not using the punch in my tutorials this month, but I have done tutorials with the punch as well. Okay, so these are just good suggestions on things you can get. If you get all these things I'm showing you, you would be able to earn a bonus day coupon for $5 for each $50 you spend. And then you're going to earn them, and then you're going to save them up. These give you a little code. And then in the month of August, you can redeem those coupons. All right, you might want to know what we're doing after that. But after that, we don't know yet. We're not sure what I'm doing in the next month. I'm just going to see if I can make another card using my scraps. Let's see. So this is going to be 11 inch, right, by 4 1/4. Wait, that's on the, yeah, my inches are down the bottom. Yeah, 4 1/4. Actually, this piece My other card got wet. I'm still cleaning up. So that one's okay because I still have enough to do this other one. But I still don't want to use it. The old olive background. I think this one will be cute. Let's use this piece here. Okay, as the background for one of our cards. And the other one we're going to be using next time is this lemon lime twist piece. So let's go ahead and take this and cut us another piece, 4 by 5 1/4. You can never go wrong when you use the coordinating colors specified by Stampin' Up. Save this scrap here and save this scrap here because these scraps are going to be the opposite. We'll put this one on this card, the 3/4 inch piece, and we're going to put this one on this card. Okay, so that would be your layer 2. Now, did I put it on top? Yes. Actually, that's going to be your layer 3. Your layer 2 is going to be your balmy blue. Hey, that rhymes. Layer 2 is balmy blue. Okay, so see how this is going to be put together? We'll write all this down for you a little bit later, and then you have your layer. What are we going to call this number? Layer 3, layer 4. Okay, that one's not going to go in there. I just want to use one that's already cut. So layer. This one should already be cut small enough. Okay, it's going to be we're going to make this one a 1/2 inch. All right. I'm just going to make sure. So see what size piece I have here, if it's long enough. Okay, and it is. So we're going to go ahead and, I'm just going to go ahead and cut those. Okay, 1/2 inch. I'm just going to use this little piece here because it's already the right shape. All right, now we are going to I'm just going to put these, like, we'll put this one on here, just kind of see where I'm going with it, but let's do some stamping. Okay, you joined me late, and I know you want to do some stamping. And thank you for joining me for this fun little You Are Sublime tutorial. So we're going to lay these out here, and you may want to put this there just as a guide, just to make sure you know where to stamp in the bottom part, but don't adhere it yet, because we may have to flip the paper over if we mess up anything. So something like that. Okay, so now I'm going to do what's called tone-on-tone stamping, where I stamp balmy blue onto balmy blue, tone on tone, and then we'll make the little propeller in Night of Navy. Okay, those are pieces I need for a little bit later. All right, let's put this, looking for, oh, here's what I'm looking for. The pad, the stamping pad. So we're going to take out our Submarine. Okay, we're going to put it like this. We're going to mount it flat side up. I'm just saying that in case you're new to stamping. All right. And I'm just going to stamp it onto a piece of paper, which I actually want to put flat on my little mat here. Oh, this Glass Mat Studio, by the way, this is on sale this month too. I mean, that's that it's on sale. It's the same price, but I'm saying it's become available, I should say. Okay, it looks like a little something is stuck on my stamping pad. Like there's a little dot on the Submarine. Okay, that came out cool, except the dot still, oh, that's why I was rubbing in the wrong spot. So these photopolymer stamps, they get dust on them. And of course, my room's a hot mess, so you can see why they get dust on them from me. They get dust on them, and then sometimes they leave a little mark on when you're stamping. All right, I think that's good. I'm going to try it one more time. Ah, perfect. Perfect, no dust. So this is what I'm talking about. See that little spot? It just annoys me when that happens, so I make sure I clean my stamp and then try it again. All right, so we're going to put that on the bottom half. And kind of put it to the right a little bit because you need room for the propeller. But we also need room to put the algae over the top. We're going to put some little seaweed on there. Okay, hold it. Let it go. Cool. Now this one I didn't do on purpose. It got dripped on, but it has like a cool little wash effect on it. So it's like if you wanted to spray that with water, it would kind of look kind of cool. And then we're going to put another one here. All right, so far so good. We're going to use the Balmy Blue ink again, so I'll just leave it open for a moment. We're going to use it on our little fishies. So at this point, I just like to take out what I'm going to be using. So we have a little sea star, right? And I'm going to cover the bottom part, so I don't really need a crab at the bottom. We'll put a sea star with the little snorkel. We'll put a little fish up here with the snorkel. And then I just added some other, so we're going to do something like that, you know, and a couple of these other fish and the propeller and the algae. So we need that. Okay, we need the seaweed and we need the propeller. All right, so here we go. Got everything we need. This is one of those really fun stamp sets. So let's do Night of Navy first. Mount that flat side up. Now I believe, I'm not sure, but I think I did it off stamping, but let's try it. Yeah, see how dark that is? I'm pretty sure I off stamped it. So I went stamp on and then stamp off. Okay. That just looks nicer. Otherwise it's just super dark. So stamp on, stamp off. Just remember Mr. Miyagi. Wax on, wax off from the Karate Kid. But for the sentiment, we will put it at the Night of Navy straight onto the, we don't need to like do an off stamp for that because we like that to be dark. All right, so far so good. Let's take this guy and put it over there so I can use this for the algae. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna mount this straight up. And we're going to get out the lemon lime twist. So I'm picking these colors because they're part of the colors that coordinate with the program I'm using. Okay, Lala's Crafty said she didn't get the punch. You can still get the punch. It used to be part of a bundle, but now it's no longer bundled savings anyway, so you can get yourself the punch. It really works good with wobble springs. Wobble springs you can get, I have them at my Amazon store. You can get them at, let's see, is it Michael's? Michael's has them as well. And you get them at Michael's, you can use a coupon, which is nice. Oops. I accidentally had that little stamp up there. Hopefully it still worked good. I'm just putting a little bit of algae on there. A bit of seaweed. So what's nice is you can make, I need to make another one to show you because I gave them all away. They were my swap. They're very popular. When I did it, when I had my swap in Houston, I ran out and I still owe a couple people this card with my yellow submarine. It wobbled around and it just like ding, ding, ding. And it was just such a cute background. Some people swap with me, but I didn't have enough swaps to give them one of my swap cards. I didn't forget about you if you're watching me. All right, so now that's going to be in the middle. We're going to do some fish. Now, the fish don't really matter if they get hidden behind your Sublime and all that. We're just kind of making a little scene. And this, we need this color again as well. So we're going to leave that open. But I'm going to bring back in the Balmy Blue. And I'm going to get rid of the algae and just sort of wipe the stamp off. Okay, let's see. We need the fish. So more tone on tone stamping. Oh, they're so cute. So we'll put some fish up here. And then we'll put some fish over here that are going to be behind the sentiment. There's a little something on there. Okay. So we will, before we do the rest, we'll put the sentiment there and see how that'll look. So something like that. Okay. So you see some of it's going to be covered. Now we're going to put the sentiment there and see how this will look. Okay, something like that. We're going to have it on the top part. You'll see why I put it on the top part, because when I put it in the middle, you couldn't really see the gold piece. So the little sea star will kind of stick out and the little fish up there. So you're going to put the fish on the top using, let's see which one I used. I used Melon Mambo. Okay, Melon Mambo. Let's move. I'm all done with my balmy blue, right? I'm all done with that. And put that over there. All right. We are going to mount the little, I'm just looking for, here he is. The fish with the snorkel on. Super cute. So, I just stamped it straight onto the card because it matched the little piece of paper. Like in this case, there was a little piece of Melon Mambo across the middle, but it still coordinates. Okay, so far so good. And we'll put the little fish over here. We don't know why the fish has a snorkel, because it has gills. So it doesn't need a snorkel, but it's still kind of funny. And this one I'm going to use Berry Burst. A very cute and whimsical stamp set. Actually, we need this to stay open. That's a very juicy stamp set. Berry Burst is an older of one of my stamp sets, which probably needs to be replaced soon, but it's still working, so we're good. Okay, we're going to put that over here, close to the edge, but the sentiment still might hide it a little bit, which is okay. Close to the edge. All right. Let's see what else. Bubbles, possibly, if you wanted to. That's just, you know, optional. Put a couple bubbles. Put a couple bubbles in there. Let's see. I'm going to just put the bubbles with the Night of Navy. Off stamp them a bit. Ah, that looks cute. I'm just trying to improve upon my original card. Put a couple bubbles over there. You can see because the bubbles can stick out too. Oh, I think I forgot to off stamp. But that's kind of cool. They make them look different colors. Okay, now I off stamped on that one. All right, yeah, that might look cute on the top of the page. We're going to try that. And now we're going to take our sentiment and we're going to, okay, I'm done with the Berry Burst. I'm going to bring back in the Lemon Lime Twist. And we're going to put these off to the side. Put all my stamps in a bucket to clean. And now, move this over here. And you're going to take, okay, we need this one to keep that one up. The Stampin' Block. And just going to put a little bit of ink on it so that I can work with it. And then I'm going to use a blending brush. Now, you were given a little sponge dauber with your kit this month. So you can use your little finger dauber if you don't have this blending brush. But if you've been around in the club for a while, you get different tools sent to you. And I can't wait to see what's in the new catalog. I'm going to get to see it soon as a demonstrator. The new mini catalog. Because maybe there'll be some other kind of fun tool. But you were given a blending brush at one point. Silicone mat. So you have a lot of tools to use. If you're in the card club for a while, you accumulate the tools, and I don't repeat any of the things I give out for an entire year. So like last year, 1 month, you got Tombow glue, and it's been about 14 months, and I might do the glue again, but I'll just see how many are interested in the adhesive kit next time, where you get a lot of adhesives. You know, we've put glue dots in the kits. All kinds of fun stuff. So all I'm doing is I'm just tapping off the blob of Lemon Lime Twist and inking up the edges of my sentiment. And this is using the rectangular postage stamp. Well, that's the name of the punch, I think. Or perennial postage dies or something like that. Postage stamp dies. You know what? I got a lot of ink on there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab a couple shapes that I have sitting in my little bucket and just get rid of this ink by just inking up a couple more things. So sometimes I do that just to use up the ink that's on my Stampin' Block. Even if I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them yet, I'm just grabbing stuff that's in my little bucket. And this is a bucket that we did for our other card. This is the one we just made our little happy birthday card out of it. So I'm just finding one that's... Okay, so just a little trick for you. Just use up your ink so you have it, and then you can just use your sentiments again. Now I can just wash that off, and I don't have to worry about wasting any ink. All right, now we're going to bring this back in. Well, and this one. So first, we're going to do Your Sublime. Right here. And then we'll do the Sending Oceans of Love. So let's put this flat side up. Grabbing another stamping block. If you're new to stamping and you're gonna get any stamping blocks, stamping block D is a good size. It kind of holds pretty much everything, almost everything. This one is one from a kit. Also, start getting kits. We have a really cool kits collection, and if you get kits, then you get a stamping block in each. In any kits that have stamping in them, you get a stamping block. And that's what I do is accumulate them. They're really nice. Some are thicker than others, and I accumulate them from my kits. Also, the first time you subscribe to Paper Pumpkin, you get a free stamping block as your free gift on your first kit. So you can never have enough of this size stamping block. Or you can never have too many, I mean. You could get yourself the whole stamping block bundle, but then you need a bunch of the extra D size. Okay, I'm just going to go and put I'm just going to do that one more time. I'm going to look at my birthday card. The happy birthday card I did with the sentiment on top and the little lemon lime twist on the bottom. So I'm going to do that again. All right. Oops, there's one more. Well, this one I might put something else in there. I might not write that on that one. All right, so now we are going to do this little Sending Oceans of Love. So I just need a little piece of basic white. I'm just kind of searching around for like a half inch piece, and I'm just looking and seeing what's laying here. All right, I don't see any little scraps, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut this. So you want little 1/2 inch pieces. They might be 3/4 inch piece. I'm going to find out. 1/2 inch should be good. Okay. So do a couple 1/2 inch pieces. These are just extra pieces I had from when I cut my card bases. So we're going to go ahead and write Sending Oceans of Love using. Hey, how did you get all stuck on there? Okay. Using the one from the stamp set. I must not have pulled out yet. So we're going to get the stamp set again. I don't think there's anything left inside of the stamp set. Did I put it over here? Nope. Do you guys see my stamp set? What happened to it? Here it is. Okay, it was all open. That's why I didn't see it. I'm like, where'd it go? Sending Oceans of Love. So we're going to put that there. And we're just going to mount it on. Oops, I guess I need a bigger stamp for that. Okay, I'm just getting out a baby wipe and wiping this off, or I'm going to have a big hot mess. Okay, so we're going to put that flat side up. And then we're going to tap, tap, tap. And just stamp it on. Okay, looks good. And then stamp it on. Hopefully that's inside the camera view. Oh, that came out nice. So I'm using Melon Mambo again for the Sending Oceans of Love. And if it doesn't work, you just flip it over and do the other side. But it worked good. Okay, now we're going to put that away. And we're going to get our little paper. Throw that guy away. And little paper snips. Which I also just recently had out. So here they are over here. Okay, let's close. I don't know why it's doing this, but this is the back. Sometimes these are little, these are extra stickers for putting the colors on. And somehow that must have got stuck on something. So you might be wondering why we have it in Japanese, but we used to have, I've had these for so long. This is how long your stamps last. Several years ago, we were in the Japanese market. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is just take off this outside part. So that's why we've been in the German market, French market for a while, Dutch market in Europe, but then we were over in Japan for a while. And then that didn't work out for whatever reason. And then so now the stamp still has, some of the stamps you buy still have that language on them. I don't think anymore, though. I don't think it's put in there anymore. So I took off the outside sticker, and I'm just trying to save these because in case I ever organize my stamps in a different way. Some people are so funny. They actually get mad at me for not putting a sticker on my stamp in a different way. I'm like, it's my stamps. Like, who cares, right? Okay, so I'm just putting them there in case I ever decide to put that on, like the side or this side. This is where I like to put my stamps. Like, that's just what I do. That's how I like to do it because I can then throw them back on my shelf and then it's like, well, how do you know what's on your shelf? Because I have a marker next to it or a blends. I have everything in color-coded order. I don't put things by color family, so I put everything in color-coded order. So I always know in relation to the other pinks. Like this one would be near the Magenta Madness, a retired color, because it's almost the same color. So that's how I find everything. Okay, this one I can get rid of now because it was just getting on my... All right, so now we're going to trim this off. So bottom line is people can store things however they want to store things. There's no right or wrong way. And I'm just taking this and I'm just giving you tips. I'm making things easier for you. Like here's a little tip. When you want to make a banner, you just use the other side of the banner, flip it around, and you get the angle exactly right on both sides. Or I should say exactly the same. Okay. So that's going to be on one of those. And then here, just use that same little. Same little trick on this one. Flip it around. I'm right-handed, so I'm flipping it around to cut like this. It's just easier for me to cut at this angle like so. Okay, whenever the edge of your paper is a little frayed, like maybe from where you cut it, like there's one side that looks better than the other side, right? I should have used the other side to stamp on, and you'll see when you have die cuts too. Just use a nail file and flatten it down. It's no big deal. Or a spatula. Now that side's not frayed anymore. Be not afraid. All right. Had to sing at least once today, right? Let's do this. We're going to attach these little bits to the middle. Now this part's already, this part is already the right size. So we'll cut off the edges. Oh my goodness. Come on. Seriously? Now is not the time, Seal Plus. There we go. Finally. It usually doesn't give me such a hard time, but it's never been quite right since the other day. So I'm just kind of doing that. Oh my goodness. You know what? I'm going to do the next one with glue, I think. Just to get it to stay on the right spot. Some jobs are much better for glue, and some jobs are much better with Seal Plus. And when you have to reposition stuff, sometimes glue is better. A little dabble, do you? Oh no, my glue's all clogged up too. Okay, let's try. Let's try this. Okay, cool. All right. Well, hello, Christina. Nice to see you. Thanks for being a channel supporter. And Ginger Snap, thank you for being a supporter as well. And I guess you guys had your notifications turned on that I went live, so which is cool. You click the little bell, and sometimes I go live pretty late. Well, it's only late for like the East Coast. It's not late the rest of the country. So there's that. But thank you guys for coming on. Hello, Nola. Hello, Phil. Hello, Janet. All right, Janet was just catching up on previous videos. Well, I hope you go back and finish the previous video as well. I'm glad you stopped though and came live, because live is more fun. And that's kind of like the thing I do on my channel. I do a lot of lives because I find that crafting should be done live. Because if you end up recording stuff, you'll end up, oh, I made a mistake and I want to re-record it. And you could be there all day and you could be editing and all the stuff to try to make something look perfect. But perfect is not really like the way that we craft, right? We craft, well, it's perfect in our imperfections. You know how it is. I'm just putting a little glue there because I didn't have adhesive on that part. So good day from the Outback. Hello, Leslie. Yes. So Janet, thank you for answering the question about the mini catalog. The mini catalog is something I will use for the next card club after the August card club, where we use the Trucking Along, because that's an online exclusive that you can all get now. So after I use Trucking Along, then I will pick something from, because demonstrators can order in August, I'll pick something that I can order in August, and then all my peeps can get it in September. That's what I think I'm going to do. Or I may use an online exclusive, something you can already get. I mean, I'm not really sure, because I want to have everybody to have time to get their project. Oops, this one's supposed to, I hope it doesn't dry, because I was supposed to put this on this first, right? So I hope I need to make sure that this is centered. Oh boy, come on. Okay, I think I let it dry too quickly. It wasn't quite over. There we go. I hope I did it. So let's put some adhesive back there. I was just telling you how glue is more forgiving, but then I put it on the wrong spot. I mean, I did it right, but you should always put this layer on first. Hey, that came out surprisingly good for me messing that one up. Okay, and now we're going to do this one. This is the order you should do it in. So, like, do as I say, not as I do, as the saying goes. You're going to put this on first, and then put your little layer on at the end. Don't go trying to put your layer on in the middle part first, because you need to know where it's going to be centered over the other piece. Hello, Lala's Crafts. Hello, Elaine Schneider. Tornadoes. I hope you don't have a tornado in your area. And of course Lala, who's Phyllis is Lala's Crafts. Every card on my channel is to be cased, meaning copy and share everything. I'm not sitting there doing this for my health. Well, although it is very good for your health. Although I'm not a medical doctor, blah, blah, blah. I can't say crafting is good for your health. I could get in trouble. So scratch that. I believe it's good for my health, personally. Being creative. Anyway, I do this to be creative, but I also do it so that you can all take the designs and use them however you see fit and make your cards, adapt my designs, use my designs. That's why I share everything. I'm about to write down the measurements for you. Like, if I didn't expect you to use it, I wouldn't be doing it. I'm not doing it to like show off or something. I mean, I'm not going here, look at my card. I'm doing it to teach you how to make a card that you can use yourself with your own paper. Maybe it's the same paper. Maybe it's my card club. And you're in my card club. Maybe you're like, you can't join my card club because you're in another country. And maybe you can't even get this paper because you're in a country in, like, say, South Africa. And some people from South Africa watch me, and they can't even get the Stampin' Up! Products at all because we don't sell them there. Well, I want them to use my measurements and make a card with whatever materials they have in their country. So please case the project. Please copy what you see. Please make cards and be inspired. It's flattering when people copy off me. I'm not one of those people that like, get offended. I'm like, oh, cool, there's my card. In fact, sometimes what's kind of cool is when someone sends me a card that I taught them how to make, and I open up the envelope thinking it's my card. Like Janet did that recently. She sent me a card, and I really took it out going, oh, that's my card. Wait a minute, that. Did I make this card? I'm like, wait a minute, the card's being sent to me. It was cool because like, she made it so much like the way I showed her that I thought it was my own card. This one has a little bit of pink showing on the end. All right, so now we're going to take this. It's a little wet here. And put this. Let's try it. All right. I cannot find. I'm just getting my shirt here and drying it off. I can't find any paper towels right now. I used up all my paper towels when I had that little flood I told you guys about. Now I have cards laying everywhere, and some wood got ruined, but, you know, it's not so bad. It's not so bad. We're going to put this here. I'm just going to keep on with my glue because my Seal Plus was giving me a hard time. So I'm going to put glue back here. I know people say I use too much glue. It gives me an excuse to buy more craft supplies. I definitely use super lot of dimensional. See how it's coming together? All those extra fun layers. Layer up your cards. Okay, this one. Oh, you know what I'm going to do to fix that one since I have little pink sticking out? I can show you how to fix it. But first I got to put the lid on. So what you do is you just make one more layer. Or not with that one, because that one's open. I want to use, that one's not open. I want to use one that's open. I'm thinking it'd be cute to see, like here, this little pink maybe. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll trim off a smidgen on each side. Okay. This is just me fixing my card with an extra layer. So instead of, it's 3 3/4 now. And I'll write, I'm not going to write, I'll write the alternative in a minute. But first I'll write the main card, and then this will be our alternative. Oh, that's going to be cute. So we're going to go 4 by 5 1/4. And again, this is still that flowering zinnias paper, so all this matches. So because I had that little bit of melon mambo hanging out, and I want my cards to be perfectly imperfect. And yes, there's little tiny flowers there, but you can't really see their flowers. They kind of look like dots. Nobody would know they're flowers because they'd have to see them in context. It just looks like a pattern design on the back of the paper. So I'm just going to do that. And now I have an extra layer. And I think that'll look better than having a little bit of, then it doesn't make it look crooked. Now, normally I would have put a lemon lime twist back there, something that's actually in my design. Like here's lemon lime twist. However, I need that paper for your next tutorial. So I need to use it for my next tutorial because I'm on my last pack of flowering zinnias. I got to order some more. Have to. My mom would correct me. You have to order some more, not got to. I get to order some more. All right. My mom is 92, and she still corrects my grammar all the time, which is good. So never stop improving. All right, so there you go. Now we're going to put the little guys in the middle with the dimensionals. And I might even, okay, I'm not going to use that one because that one is, well, I might kind of use, I like that one too. I think I'm just going to use these though because they're not as big. That one has something on it. And here we go. Cool. So you are Sublime. Put a couple dimensionals on it. Oh, that's me with all my ink. Now, I put it, here's my card. You can see I put it above the gold because I wanted the submarine to be a focal point. And I didn't want to, I could put it right there. But what happens is if you put it there, it covers part of your submarine. So I put it up there. You could put it down here, but then it didn't, it looked kind of weird. So I put it like above the line, like so. Sometimes I just keep an eraser handy because I'm always getting stuff on my cards. So I wanted it to be in the top third. And it could even go over a smidgen. You ever heard the rule of thirds? If you're a photographer, there's something called the rule of thirds in photography. I've taken a lot of nature photography courses. And you want to put things in the different thirds of different quadrants on your thirds. And it's kind of the same for card making. You can use that same kind of concept in composition. Actually use it. You don't just use it in photography, you use it in design in general. I'm trying to hide the sea star, but also make this look centered. Okay, that one came out nice. And then we need this little banner at the bottom. So it's going to cover, you want it to like cover part of your submarine, but also going to cover the bottom of this. Right? So something like that. And I had another one, I thought, somewhere. Here we go, over here. So let's put that one. I don't know where this extra stuff just keeps on coming from. Now we're going to get these. Now at this point I can, since I'm almost at the end of this pack of dimensionals, and this one was actually one of the ones that come with the, like a paper pumpkin kit or something. I'm just going to cut the sides and use the sides of my dimensionals. Like so. Hello, Leslie from Stormy, Wisconsin. Christina says, we love Mama Rock. Mom appreciates all the cards you guys have been sending her. Hello, Lisa Ecker. Nice to see you from Washington State. Heck, Janet says, I case all your cards. I hope so. Lots of storms throughout Georgia today. Yes, that's why I didn't come on earlier. Although I have to admit, I got sucked into politics. And I don't even watch, like, things, but I wanted to see the VP pick, which I think is a good pick. So I did end up, but I really didn't come on earlier because of storms. And then, so it was raining and everything, and like loud on my shed, it goes pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter on my roof. Like it makes a big noise. Plus then my internet goes down. All right, there we go. All right, good, good, good. So we're going to use the end of this again. All right, well, I was going to use the end of it, but now I'm not. I'm using this part. All right. Did I say Elaine? Hello to Elaine from Illinois. I think I did. Okay, hello, Karen Fentress. Nice to see you again. I hope I caught everybody. All right, so we're going to put this, I don't know why I have so many pieces on my hand, but we're going to put that there. And then there are embellishments that come in your card on blue kits, but I'm still in the process of, I just haven't embellished these yet. So maybe on the final video next week, I'll show you maybe a couple alternate designs, something else I made that I got to try to find. And then I'm going to also, you know, embellish these with some little pearls or whatever I put in there, iridescent rhinestones or whatever I put in your kit. I think some little dots that look like bubbles would be cute. Some of them were grape color, which would look good on here. Some of them were like a pool party color. So just use your little glossy dots assortment or whatever. Use embellishments how you feel fit. I didn't embellish any of my cards yet. So I'm going to write, so next coming up right now is I'm going to write these measurements down for you and show you some other projects, and then we'll be done. All right. Piece of paper. I have been busy making kits with my husband and mom for the scan and cut retreat that I have coming up in August. So I'll be mailing those out next week, but there's a lot of moving parts. Not literally moving parts, but a lot of parts to the kit. So it's going to be fun to finish putting them together. It's different than any other kit you've received before, as always. So this is Card on Blue. And this is the month of July 2024. And then, so the card itself is going to be Blackberry Bliss. So that's how you know, like when you look at the top of the tutorial, it usually tells you the color of the cardstock. And that's where you can kind of tell, you know, which tutorial is which. So this one is 11 inches. It's a vertical card. And you might wonder why I do that, because you could literally make this card and have it open to the right. But I just like being able to stand up a card like this. I just find it so much easier to stand up cards when they're like that. So that's why I make my cards like that. You can make it the other way, it's fine. So it's 11 by 4 1/4. But all the card bases are made for you when you get my card club. So we have many layers. And the 1, 2, let's see. We'll do this one first and we'll just add that extra layer in the bottom. So we're going to have layer 1. And that's going to be 5 1/4 times 4 inches. Okay, so layer 2 is going to be this little, okay, no, actually that's the balmy blue part. So balmy blue cardstock, and that's already cut for you and in your kit, if you get the kit. So balmy blue. So the layer 1 is going to be, and the other layers are going to be flowering zinnias. Zinnias. I'm not really sure how to say that. Okay, and then the next layer, layer 3, would be the little piece like that goes like that, and that is 3/4 of an inch high times 4 inches wide, and that one is going to be the DSP again, same DSP up here, DSP. Okay, and then we're going to do layer 4, like that. It's going to be a little bit smaller, and that's going to be 1/2 inch. So 4 inches by 1/2 inch, and that one is going to be, what is it going to be? Distressed gold. It's something you can't get anymore, unfortunately. But I was able to get some and put it in your kits. Distressed gold cardstock, it's called. So those are your 4 layers. Now, if you want to do the alternate card, and I'll put the ink on the other side. The alternate card, which is on the right. So you're going to have like 5 1/4 by times 4, and then you're going to have 5 inches times 3 3/4. So I'm just doing an extra layer there, that's all. All right, take a screenshot, and then I'll write the ink colors. I'm going to open up this paper and write the ink colors. All right, Karen, nice that you got the adhesive kit. In fact, I'll show you guys that. Stick around, late night owls. If you would like, I'll show you what's in my Scan and Cut retreat. All right, my retreat box. I have a sample retreat box, and I was going to do a separate video about it, but I could do like a quick one for you guys. All right, see that? Now we're going to flip it over and write the ink. And that I'm going to write them all down. Balmy blue. I'll try to be fast. Melon Mambo. They're not in any order. Just this is all the colors I used. Lemon Lime Twist. Night of Navy. Okay. Berry Burst. I have ink everywhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Berry Burst. That's the fifth one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors of ink. And then just remember to off stamp. You know, when you do the little propeller, you're going to off stamp it. So now I'll open that up and I'll put the card there so you can see it in the tutorial. So there we go. Put the card there. Let's see. I'm going to put something there for the glare. And I'm going to put You Are Sublime right there just for fun. And then you can see the alternate card as well. So that's what we made. Hope you enjoyed that. And now we're 3/4 of the way done our card club this month. So I haven't recreated this card yet, but this is another card I made with the flowering zinnias and that got all wet. Like these are my cards that got all wet. So we'll be recreating them. I just not into it right now. So next week we'll do those. Okay, let's see. I want to show you what we made in the first 2 tutorials. Here we go. We used the Thoughtful Journey Designer Series paper. And we stamped onto Lost Lagoon cardstock and made these fun You Are Sublime cards. And we also use Thoughtful Journey for part 2 of Card on Blue tutorials. This one we made with the happy birthday. And the in color glimmer paper and Night of Navy bordered ribbon. So this is what we've made so far this month in the Card on Blue. Okay, what else is going on my channel? We have, I already mentioned that there's bonus days with Stampin' Up, and this is next month's. This was on low inventory, so I wanted to tell you guys about trucking along in case you don't have it. We'll do a Christmas one with the festive Christmas. We'll do sunny thoughts for summer, and then we'll do special delivery and a fresh start. And I'm not using that, what is it, market paper. I don't think I'm using, no. I think I'm just using the wood paper. Again, Country Woods. I already have the paper picked out, but now I can't remember. But we're going to make these designs, okay? So fun. A little bit of Christmas and a little bit of summer stuff still going on. All right, what else is going on my channel? We have Seaside Wishes. That's the workshop series. I've only done 2 parts so far, but I will continue to do more for the next couple months. We also made these $10 boxes. And it just dropped. Oh, this was just something you could fit in there. It does hold a little stamping spot. It held candy too. Oh, I actually put a $10 in this one. So that's kind of fun. There's a $10 in the box. And you can put candy in the box, put a stamping spot in the box. All right, so now, and then I showed you, let me move this. I also showed you a paper pumpkin alternative project that I made with the, what was that called? Delicate Wings Paper Pumpkin Kit. And now I will show you clearing out this, because some of you guys are coming to my scan and cut retreat. So I will let you guys, this is all for Karen. Okay, Karen and whoever else is signed up for my scan and cut retreat and adhesive kit. This is what you're going to get in a priority mailbox. And I'm waiting on the boxes. I can't mail them. Like, I don't even think I'm going to mail any kits yet until next week because I need the boxes and stuff. So this is, you're getting one of these bags that you're going to be able to do iron-ons for. And when I say iron-on, I'm talking about what I did here for the adhesive kit. Let me find, trying to find the adhesive kit. I thought it was in here. Nope. Let me grab that. Now, if you're coming to the retreat from another country, this is what I mean by the iron-on. You're going to learn about iron-ons and stuff. If you're coming to a retreat from another country, you can't get the retreat kit. So this is only for those in the U.S. And I'm not opening these all up right now. I will do that in a separate video. I'm just kind of giving you a sneak peek. Like, you're going to get some iconic Christmas paper, iconic celebrations paper, some graceful greenery vellum, a snowflake, a lip balm holder, because this one's all about stocking stuffers. A bag that you're going to make a tag for, and piece of foil. Okay. You're getting 13 pieces of cardstock. Yes, you heard me right. This is the most cardstock I've ever put into a kit, except for the cardstock share. 13 pieces, because you need a lot of cardstock for the projects. And then you're getting a bunch of die cuts, right? And punched out shapes and things to stamp on. And you see how we use that. And then you're getting, oh, there's my QR codes and my offerings. This is how to sign up for the retreat, by the way, is going to my offerings. But this link is also in the description over here in the video. And you're getting 4 kinds of designer series paper. I showed you one paper, the iconic celebrations, but you're also getting this one, Winter Meadow Designer Series paper. Okay, you're getting Season of Green and Gold specialty paper, and some of these brushed gold cards and envelopes, and a mini pizza box, mini paper pumpkin box. Some of you guys will get gold boxes, and when I run out, I'm going to give you guys white boxes. You're not all going to get the same boxes. You're going to get berry Christmas paper and some basic white cardstock that's big. So you actually get more than 13 pieces of cardstock because you're getting that piece too. And you're going to get berry Christmas cards and envelopes, or ones that say gingerbread and peppermint, because I don't have the same cards and envelopes for everybody. So you're getting 4 kinds of designer series paper, and then you're getting lots of vinyl samples, glitter red iron-on, glitter black iron-on. This is glitter black iron-on, by the way. And different kinds of vinyl samples. This is, my husband has helped me make this whole package here, and he helped make this package here, and so did my mom. She wrapped all these ribbons for you. You're getting ribbons, linen thread, twine, more ribbon, snowflakes, rhinestones, stickers. Let's see. These are stickers that are part of the Memories and More card pack. Oh, Good, Lisa. Lisa, thank you for signing up. I didn't get to look yet. You're going to get invited to a Google Calendar event. Are you ready for the best part? And it's not the candy, but the candy's a good part. I'm trying to put honey spoons in everybody's, but I definitely put tea and candy, and you might get different kinds of tea and different kinds of candy, but you're going to get a whole treat bag with candy, tea, coffee, and this one has honey spoons in it. All right. I just need to make sure there's no ink on my hands before I show you the best part. Then I'll show you the adhesive kit add-on. I'm going to wipe off my hands because I don't want to get ink on my mom's bag. She spent so long making these for you. And this material is just like fabulous with the glitter. So these are your swag bags. And when I say swag bag, this is a bag you're making. This isn't your swag bag. You're getting this to decorate yourself, to put your things in. But this is one my mom made for you. And look what's inside the swag bag. And if you've been in my retreats before, you know I like to put a notepad that I teach you how to cover. I want to say cover. You learn how to make your own cover. I give you actually the file for your own cover. But you can also use it to take notes, and you get a nail file, and you get the file for the nail file box. You're getting a whole pack of these embellishments, which are called Cherry Cobbler and Pearls Adhesive Back Berries. Okay, if you want to know how to use those little berries, here are just some things I made with those little berries from the Season of Green and Gold. I mean, the berries are fantastic. You can see how I use them all over the place all the time. I was able to get those for you. I've also used those in the little bags I taught you how to create on my channel. So anyway, those little berries are just really fun. Now you can use any stamp sets you want and decorate things. And here's some, you can make yourself some little wood ornaments using vinyl or a stencil that you make. So this is some wood I'm giving you to be able to decorate for Christmas time, to make your ornaments and tags, to put your tags on. And that is my mom's bag that's lined, and they're lined differently, but this material is the little, isn't it beautiful? Her bag is just so sparkly and beautiful. This has sparkly in it, and this has sparkly in it. And then she put little handles on it and everything like that. So we put the nail file. Wait, I put these like this. Okay, I want to face them to the outside of the bag because, and I explain where I give you all the QR codes so that you know where to get things. Whether you get it from my Stampin' Up! Store or my Amazon store, I give you QR codes so you can go find these things again and make them. And there's another piece of vinyl in there. Okay, so that's your swag bag. And like I said, your candy bag, I was going to put that in your... I only put one piece of chocolate. I know it's 100 degrees in some places, so I hope the chocolate doesn't melt all over the place. Now, the add-on is the Make It Stick adhesive kit. So I designed this using, I believe it's either the Beach font or the Mrs. font. Those are the two fonts I use the most in my Canvas workspace. But I'll give you the file. So in your adhesive kit, you're getting, this is if you do it as an optional add-on. You're getting an adhesive eraser. And thank you, Janet, for, thank you, it's the Mrs. font. Thank you, Janet. And Janet, thank you for telling me about these adhesive erasers. When after Stampin' Up, or after they, I forget where I used to get them, but I got some more from after you sent me, like that one, I ordered some more of those for my kits. All right, so you're getting black dimensionals, 2 sheets, and a sheet of mini dimensionals, and 2 6x6 sheets of adhesive sheets. And you're getting a roll of tear and tape. This is great. This is like, I think this is better for boxes than this stuff. Stampin' Seal. I couldn't afford to put the Stampin' Seal in there without raising the cost of the add-on. I wanted to keep it low price. So we have this tear and tape, and then you get a whole pack of dimensionals, self-foam adhesive mounts to the Stampin' Dimensionals. And then you get the glue, a bottle of glue, which you know how I use, and then you get a glue holder made from a 3D printer. And you're either getting, I've only ordered black and teal, so you're going to get either black or teal. Most likely black, because the kind of blue that my friend Michelle makes with her 3D printer is not the same. And you're going to get a package of mini glue dots. So this is what the adhesive kit looks like. And I only have 2 so far. So, well, actually, I only have really just 1. So that's my sample, honestly. I have 2. I mean, I can iron on the rest, but I haven't built these yet. So that's why, I'll be building them. It's easier for me to send everything out at once. So that's your kit as an add-on. I usually do a mystery surprise add-on or a mystery tote, but you're already getting a tote, and I know a lot of you already have the mystery surprises. So that's what I made. All right. So thank you for staying around till the end. I hope you will sign up for thank you. Phyllis is saying I have the best kits. Hope you'll sign up for the Scan and Cut retreat in August, and you're going to be making things with whatever stamp sets you want to use. You don't need my stamp sets, But I do recommend trying to find stamp sets that have a lot of sentiments on them for this retreat, because when I teach you how to make something and you're going to go ahead and decorate it yourself, you want to have sentiments that are small enough to fit on things. So I'm just showing you some of the things I made using the Season of Green and Gold. And I'm also working on my swap card. All right, well, that's all for now. This is the Paper Chef. Have a great evening.